The topic in this video I will discuss that how one can find out the normalization constant. Myself Sushil Kumar. So in brief detail, how to find out the normalization constant for a given wave function bounded by one-dimensional infinite potential well or box. This problem is related to this particular topic. Here supporting physical concept क्या है? Number one is the normalization condition, that the wave function which is bounded within the given dimension, right? That basically we know the normalized wave function. So what is that condition by which one can say that this is normalized wave function? If any wave function satisfies this condition, that will be normalized. So in general we write it minus infinity to plus infinity integration limit this mod psi square dx is equal to 1. I am writing here this dx purposely because this dx indicate that the potential well which we have considered is one dimensional. Second जो supporting physical concept है which we use here in this problem is a mathematical formula, that is cos 2 theta is equal to cos square theta minus sin square theta, and this one we will use 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So these are the two supporting physical concept which required to explain this particular problem. Here this mod psi square basically is the probability density. So this problem is associated with particle in a box or in a infinite potential well, as I said, and the wave function of the particle inside the box is written as psi x is equal to c sin kx, where c is normalization constant. Some books may use it as a, b, or it does not matter. Right, the boundary condition for this problem is that wave function is 0 at x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L. Particle you can find out within the boundary, right, that is x, and x is equal to 0 and at x is equal to L. So psi x basically survives between the limits. Probability to find the particle within x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L is 1. We know that this is our particle and this is infinite potential well. This wall of the potential well indicated that potential here is infinite, so this particle cannot penetrate this wall, right? At x is equal to 0, this is at x is equal to L, so this is one dimensional potential well, right? So the wave function for this particle is psi x is equal to c psi kx, but here up to this point the wave function is not normalized. Normalization means what? I am making here two pictures. One is this and second for the wave function is this one. So this is the first case, this one is the second case. What do you information get from the normalization? So here can I ask one question to you, that which picture you see that this is just logical, 1 or 2? Obviously your answer will be 1, right? This form of the wave function we say that the wave function is normalized, and this behavior of the function wave function is not normalized. So what we are doing, we are just trying mathematically with the help of mathematics to normalize it, right? So here the normalization means that we are trying to bound the wave function within the boundary, right? So this kind of behavior of the wave function, as you know that wave function has no physical significance, it is just a mathematical function. So k is equal to n pi by L. So when you will put this value here, so psi x is becomes C, that normalization constant, sin n pi x upon L. So this is our required wave function. Now the probability density. Probability density we find with the product of this wave function, right, with the complex conjugate of it. So this is equal to c square sin square kx, where k is n pi by L. So the required result is c square sin n pi x upon L and square of it, right? So as we know that the probability of finding this particle within the dimension is 100%, so we write 1 because probability is either 0 or 1. So here this is the probability within the dimension 0 to L, that is equal to 1, and this formula, this formulation is known as normalization condition. Next point, so by putting the value of psi here, so it becomes c square sin square n pi x upon L dx is equal to 1. So keeping out this c square constant outside from the integration, and now you have 0 to L sin square n pi x upon L dx. This integration we solve with the help of this formula. Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So we have simplified it for the sin square theta, that is equal to 1 by 2 1 minus cos 2 theta. So putting this value here, this sin square theta, this is your theta. So by putting this value, this becomes 0 to L 1 by 2, this factor 1 minus cos 2 pi n x upon L. This is equivalent to the theta. So theta, you can say here is n pi x upon L, and when you are writing 2 theta, this becomes 2 n pi x upon L. So this is the form of that, is equal to 1. Now integrate it. This is the first term, c square by 2 0 to L 1 dx. You don't need to write 1, you can write here only dx also, minus the second term 0 to L cos 2 pi nx upon L dx is equal to 1. Now we have to integrate both the term. This is the first term, this one is the second term. So c square upon 2x, that result, because if you integrate 1, that result is x, right? So we have written earlier 1 dx, that means only dx, so result of that is x, and integration limit was 0 to L, that can be written as in this way, minus integration of the second term, that was cos 2 n pi x upon L. Here we are writing the result of that, sin 2 n pi x upon L, and integration limit this one. So the result of it, basically the second term, right, the result of it is what? So we have simplified that in this way, sin 2 n pi x upon L 0 to L, this factor. Here when you will put the value of this limit, here x is variable, so you will put x is equal to L and x is equal to 0. So by putting that value, sin 2 n pi L x is equal to L upon L minus 0 x is equal to 0, so it becomes 0. So this is the result of this box. We expand it in this way. So L cancel out, so you will get result of it sin 2 n pi, and this is equal to sin 0 is equal to 0. So you have only this one, sin 2 n pi. So when n is equal to 1, you will get sin 2 pi, and sin 2 pi is 0. When n is equal to 2, then also it is 0. N is equal to 3, then it is also 0. So it means this second term, when you will put the value of x, is always 0. So we just ignore the term, this one second term is not of use, so we have only this term. And when you will put x is equal to L, you will get this L. When you put x is equal to 0, that will be 0, so no need to write that. Here c square upon 2, I hope I am clear here up to this point. I am now writing add x is equal to L, that term is this one, is equal to 1, that is the right hand side. So c square is equal to, this 2 goes here and L downside, so c square is equal to 2 upon L, which can be written as c is equal to square root 2 by L. This is our normalization constant. So psi x, which we have defined earlier, is c sin n pi x upon L, can be written as in this way. Psi x is equal to square root 2 upon L sin n pi x upon L. Now this wave function that you know is only a mathematical function can be written in this way, and now this is normalized. This wave function is normalized wave function. So you can visit for such lectures at www.apniphysics.com. and thanks. If this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks once again.